Another exclusive for Turf Business TV. We're joined by Scott and Andrew here at East Sussex National, and we're going to have a look at the ProCore, which is a recent investment for you guys and something you've been using for the first time in anger this week, I think, Scott.
Yes, it is. We purchased it a week ago and it came straight out to be used on the course, on the East course this week.
Did you think long and hard about what piece of kit you needed, or was it always the ProCore that you'd identified?
We certainly looked through all the different options, spoke to other courses that have got the machine or other similar machines, and based on that we made the decision to go with the ProCore, yeah.
So you dealt with John Cole at Resync and got this. Did you spend much time getting demos and evaluations on your patch here?
We've actually seen the machine before, but we took it on good word from other people as well. Sister clubs Singing Hills also have one, so it actually made sense as well to purchase one, so that if we ever needed to share them, we can use that.
Okay. Andrew, I mean, you're deputy here. Has it made a real difference to the way your guys are doing the job?
Yeah, it has. It's a lot easier to use. The operation's really easy to train people on. It's one forward and reverse lever and one button to raise and lower the tines. So we've been able to spread that around the guys, which in turn then spreads the manual labour around, giving people a bit of a break from that side of things. They've all enjoyed it. One guy, Andy's worked here for nearly 10 years, said it's the best bit of greenkeeping kit he's ever used. He thinks it's absolutely fantastic. Okay. So yeah, it's been really good.
So it's everybody's new favourite piece of kit, is it?
It seems to be, yeah. In particular the back box, which drags all the cores to the edge of the green, which saves all the guys pushing them by hand. That was a very welcome addition.
I bet it was. That must have saved so much time.
It does. It saves. It was gone from sort of 6 guys pushing cores. You know, it's dropped it down. You can almost come out with the corer and one other guy. It just leaves them all around the edge of the green rather than all over the green. So yeah, it's a huge benefit. Yeah.
Scott, where did that box originate from?
It's actually supplied by Campy. So although Toro, I believe, do their own version, we've actually got this one on demo, which we will most likely purchase to trial it out, and it has saved us so much more time. Now, the guys have appreciated the fact that they haven't had to push cores across the green.
So, you know, we're looking at a nice, easier piece of kit to use. Obviously, still your guys are your best asset and they're skilled. They're making the most of it. You're seeing improved production, I think, because you started work on this early on Monday morning, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
And I know we're here now Wednesday morning, and you could have finished earlier, but you were waiting for us to turn up, so thank you for that. How much time has that saved you in terms of getting this job done?
We've estimated probably saving us, well, we would finish the job in 2 days. Normally we'd finish the job in 3.5 days, so yeah, we're saving ourselves a day and a half with ease, I would say, on that.
And in terms of the quality of the job it's doing, is that an impact? I mean, you're not compromising the quality in terms of time, are you?
Not at all, and to be honest, the machine, it spreads its weight so well over the surface. You haven't got a tractor running in front of it, so it's the actual playing surface is far better after the job's finished, and therefore is going to recover so much better as well.
And are you seeing less damage? Because obviously, the damage that a tractor can do to greens is...
Yeah, a lot less damage. I mean, we've been over areas that have recently been fixed that the old timer would have probably pulled up, and this has gone over it, no trouble at all. We've also had to lift it out of the ground and put it back in the middle of greens, and it does it, without batting an eyelid. It's a lot easier to use, and the finish is better. I think that'll probably pay us off when we put solid tines on and start tining during the golfing season.
Right.
Ahead of golf. I think the disturbance to the greens is going to be so minimal after a roll behind that we're going to be able to do it without upsetting the golfers, and so we're going to be able to carry on that important work in and around a busy time of year. So it's good.
And Scott, I think it's not just about maintaining the standard of the greens, is it? I think you're hoping and believing that this is going to improve them.
Oh, I think with the combination of, we're hollow tining at the moment, but getting the solid tine done throughout the season on a regular basis is by far going to make the biggest difference. By solid tining and top dressing on a regular basis, the surface is going to become so much truer, and I think that's where the golfers will notice it. This is annual course maintenance. They know that we, as they call it, rip up the greens every year, and they know that they have to spend a little bit of time allowing them to recover. But during the summertime, when we want to just keep some air flowing through the root system, that's where this machine is going to become so much quicker, because we reckon we can do a large majority of the course within a day.
Wow, okay. And you've got 2 courses here, so you'll obviously be using it across both of them. Do you think that this is going to change your regime and you're going to be able to do more aeration and therefore keep the greens in even better condition?
I think, yeah, but because of the speed of the machine and because of the ease of operation, it can go out in the afternoons with one operator, solid timing, and we can just ask someone who's got a spare 2 hours, they finish their job, maybe they finish cutting fairways, whatever it may be, and we can just send them out to use it. Because it's so user friendly, it's easy to train an operator on it, and we gain from that.
So have your guys kind of been queuing up to use this since you got it?
Yeah, I think once they've had a go, they've realised that that's good. And they're happy to use it. It's something you get used to it quite quickly, and unlike some complicated equipment that we've had and still got, this one is pretty simple once you've used it for a short period of time, really.
And Scott, we spoke before about your best asset and your investment you put in your team as your guys, but a piece of kit like this, does it help kind of lift the morale a little bit and keep them?
Yeah, they obviously appreciate the benefits it's doing to the surface, but they also appreciate the benefits it's making to them to get the job done. It's less physical. There's still a lot, of course. We're taking out a lot of material this week, but they appreciate that it's making their job so much easier with very little inconvenience to the surface, which is the main priority, obviously.
So a few less sore backs when I get home with an evening, probably.
Yes, I would say probably a little bit less.
We mentioned investment there, and a piece of kit like this doesn't come cheap. It's got a price attached to it, but financial payback in the time savings that you're going to get. What are you thinking in terms of a timescale for that?
I mean, it's difficult to give an exact number, but I would say we're probably looking at getting a return within sort of 3 years. Obviously, the aim of this machine is to give us better putting surfaces, greater putting surfaces, bring in more golf, and therefore we get a greater return quicker. So it's bringing more players into the golf course because they hear that the greens are putting so much better.
Okay, and you've got a reputation to build and live up to. It was set up as the Augusta of England, and you think this is a big tool in your armoury to help deliver that?
Without a doubt, without a doubt.